Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ray. Today we are going to be looking at your detailed tarot predictions for the rest of the year 2023. So let's get started. Okay, Sagittarius, starting off the reading with the Devil in January, starting at the year in 2023 for you. Some of you could have a Capricorn coming your way. I feel like at the start of the year, you're very focused on yourself right now, Sagittarius, not in a selfish or toxic way. I feel like a lot of you are kind of reevaluating 2022 with this devil energy and trying to let go of toxic behaviors that may have served you in the past but are no longer serving you now. This could be toxic people in your life. It might not be your own behavior. Some of you might be focused on breaking bad habits, especially if you feel like there are some sort of addictions that you need to face. For some of you, that could be literal if there are drugs or alcohol involved. For some of you, it could be an addiction to drama or an addiction to a person, a very unhealthy connection. For some of you, could be letting go of toxic people, toxic relationships that are no longer serving you or that are holding you back from reaching your true potential. We have this 10 of Swords here in February, but we also have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of engagement as one of your love oracle messages for 2023, Sagittarius. I feel like a lot of you are going through cycles this year in terms of, again, with that devil energy, facing the past or facing the fear of the past for some of you, knowing when it is time for you to set personal boundaries and protect your energy, especially if you're single this year, Sagittarius. It feels like a lot of you are trying to raise your standards in terms of what kind of behavior will you accept from a person, treating others the way that you want to be treated, but also recognizing when somebody else is not treating you fairly, or when you are currently giving to a situation that is not giving back. And it feels like this 10 of Swords moment has to happen to you this year, and it might be something that you're beginning the year with, something happening to you in the beginning of the year, especially if you're going through a breakup right now, Sagittarius, and I know it might be painful, but this 10 of Swords moment is going to lead you to a higher level of engagement because it feels like you need to really set your standards higher than where the bar currently is, because a lot of you keep getting stuck in these like toxic connections or toxic behavioral patterns that are kind of holding you back from reaching that higher level of engagement. Starting in the spring with the Page of Cups, some of you could have a water sign coming your way this year, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm also hearing for those of you who are going through like some sort of breakup in the beginning of the year, or possibly even like just like it might not necessarily be a romantic connection for some of you. It could be a difficult relationship with a family member or, a falling out with a friend or something like that. Could even be a toxic work situation for some of you. I am seeing for some of you, starting in the spring, potentially in March, this person is going to come forward with an apology, but they're still coming through as a Page of Cups, okay? For some of you, there could be kids involved in this situation, or there might just be an age gap here, potentially some emotional immaturity. But it kind of feels like this person is coming forward to offer you an apology with this communication coming through. I don't think this person wants to let you get away yet, Sagittarius. But I'm not necessarily seeing you focused on the past or focused on this past person in 2023. It kind of feels like, especially with that 10 of Swords there, you've reached a final decision, Sagittarius. And I don't think you're going to give up on the path that you've chosen that easily. It feels like, especially if this is like an on again, off again connection for some of you, you are leaving this person behind in 2023. Starting in April, we have the Empress card, male, female, take it how it resonates. We have separation here, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. For some of you, this could just be a temporary separation, so take it how it resonates. But for some of you, this might be a permanent separation that you're going through in the beginning of the year, especially if you're realizing that this person or this situation is no longer serving your needs. And with this Empress energy here, again, especially with that Page of Cups, I feel like even if this person does come forward with an apology, you're not interested in buying what they're selling, okay? I feel like you're more focused on yourself this year, on getting into that high vibration, that Empress or Emperor energy, and raising your standards in terms of self-care, self-love, loving your family, loving your friends, cherishing the relationships that you have instead of focusing on the people who cannot give to you or provide you with the emotional needs that you want. We have the Tower card in spring as well. I'm seeing a Tower moment here for some of you in 2023, Sagittarius, potentially in May. I'm seeing some sort of like abrupt change coming your way, and I feel like it's because for most of spring, you're focused on this Page of Cups and this Empress energy, focused on yourself, focused on your personal growth, on doing the healing work, focused on just kind of going with the flow and moving with this free, carefree energy. And I feel like that's going to manifest more positivity to you. I'm not necessarily seeing this Tower card as a negative in May. I feel like you're attracting this Tower moment to you, some sort of big change in your life this year, because you're doing the inner work and focusing on yourself. Starting in the middle of the year in summer, possibly in June for some of you, we have this Queen of Pentacles here. Again, masculine, feminine, take it how it resonates. And we have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others, especially if you're going through a healing phase or if you're letting go of a toxic connection at the beginning of the year. I feel like this healing energy is going to kind of carry you throughout spring and into the summer, especially with that Tower moment. Some of you could possibly be finding out some sort of secret with that Tower card. It feels like the truth is coming out. I'm also hearing for some of you with this Queen of Pentacles here and also the Empress card, if you have a difficult relationship with a mother or a mother figure, Sagittarius, I'm seeing the two of you doing a lot of work on your familial relationships this year, or doing some sort of rebuilding with a parent or a parental figure in your life, especially if that relationship is estranged or strained in some way. But with this let your friends help you card here, I'm seeing you shifting your focus again towards yourself, towards your career and finances for some of you, with this Queen of Pentacles here, towards your home life, doing the inner work so that you can create a sense of spiritual and financial freedom for yourself. And again, some of you are going to focus on spending more time with your family and your friends. In the summer, possibly July, for some of you, we have this Justice card. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra this year. It feels like some of you could potentially be going through legal issues in 2023. There might be some sort of documentation involved. That could be good or bad. If you're in the middle of a divorce right now, for those of you who are married or are going through a divorce in the beginning of the year, that might be what your main focus is in the first half of 2023 with this Devil energy, the Ten of Swords, and the Tower. Some of you could be, focused on, dividing finances and that kind of thing. But also I'm hearing for some of you it could be the opposite, because it feels like the second half of 2023 is going to be better for you than the first half, Sagittarius. For some of you, there could be legal documents involved in the opposite way. This might be a new commitment coming in. That could mean different things. Some of you might be moving, signing new leases, buying new property. For some of you, this could be a new contract in terms of your career and finances. If you are already in a stable connection, Sagittarius, and you're wondering what your relationship will look like in 2023, I'm not necessarily seeing, this might not be like an official split for some of you, especially with that separation card. It might be like a temporary thing and the two of you can move through it together. I'm seeing the two of you going through cycles together this year. Some of you might be arguing a lot about finances or about how to plan a future together, and that's what's causing a lot of conflict in the beginning of the year, especially if the two of you are not on the same page. And with this Empress energy and the Queen of Pentacles, it kind of feels like the two of you are trying to figure out how to create a home life together, especially with this Justice card here now as well. If you're trying to plan out your future together, or if you're trying to figure out how the two of you can take the next step in your relationship. You have the Ten of Wands here, possibly in August for some of you. And we have this codependency card here. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And I'm hearing that word again, addiction. We kind of started off 2023 with this addiction energy as well, with this Devil energy here, Sagittarius. Again, I feel like a lot of you are kind of reflecting on the past, reevaluating past connections or past situations. Some of you, this could be somebody that you are still attached to, and this connection, whether romantic or familial or in terms of a friendship or even like a contract situation or some sort of work situation that you're caught in right now. Something in your life is starting to feel like a burden in 2023, and it's putting a lot of weight on your shoulders. For whatever reason, this is not your baggage to carry, Sagittarius. This is not your burden. Starting in the fall with the Seven of Pentacles, possibly September, I'm feeling like a lot of you, again, I'm seeing you shifting your focus with this Queen of Pentacles here and now the Seven of Pentacles as well. Some of you need to focus on investing in yourself so that you can create a sense of emotional, spiritual, and financial freedom. This might not be literal pentacles for some of you. Again, I'm seeing a lot of you need to go inwards and do the inner work, especially if you know that there are certain toxic behaviors about yourself that you need to fix. It's never too late to wake up and decide to change your behavior to be a better person. That's just a small message for some of you. But I feel like for most of you, this is about, again, raising your standards in terms of how you let other people treat you. Especially if you tend to get yourself caught in the middle of drama. It might not be your fault. I'm not saying that it is. But a lot of you need to kind of learn to recognize those red flags so that you can recognize when your time is being wasted or when somebody or something is not worth wasting your energy or your attention over. We have the Seven of Cups here, possibly in October. We have 3 sevens now, Sagittarius, okay? We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and we also have the Tower card, which is card number 16 in the Major Arcana, 1 + 6 = 7. So you might be seeing the number 7 everywhere in 2023. 7 might be your lucky number or your favorite number. You could be seeing those signs and synchronicities this year, the number 7 or 77 or 777, and that's confirmation that this message is for you. 7 is also a stressful number because it's a number that's about change. So I feel like, again, especially with this Tower moment happening for you in May, there's going to be some sort of abrupt change that comes your way this year, and it's going to feel like it's going to feel destructive. It might come out of nowhere or be unexpected or kind of hit you like lightning, but it kind of feels like it's going to open up new paths for you and new opportunities I'm seeing as well, especially with you growing this garden now with this Seven of Pentacles and having your options open with this Seven of Cups. You might feel like your energy is scattered in 2023, Sagittarius, like you have. Did you hear that ding? I hope you did. That was more confirmation that this message is for you. Some of you might have like scattered energies in 2023, especially if you have way too many irons in the fire, or you are burdening yourself with your career and finances potentially with this 10 of Wands. It feels like you have a lot of options coming your way. And some of you might need to make a decision in terms of what direction you want to go or which one of these cups you want to pick. If you're single in 2023, I'm seeing this being like multiple people coming in and out. Some of you just want to be single right now. You're not looking for anything committed. You just want to have fun. There's nothing wrong with that. I am seeing you keeping your options open. We have the Fool card here in the fall as well, possibly in November. I'm seeing a new beginning coming your way towards the end of the year, because we have 2 tens here. We have the 10 of Swords and then the 10 of Wands, and then we have this Fool card. So again, with endings come new beginnings, Sagittarius. And it feels like no matter how stressful this year gets for you, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to kind of push through to the other side so that you can get to this new beginning, this pure, free-spirited, carefree energy, so that you can get to the exciting part. It kind of feels like you're going through a lot of cycles in 2023, Sagittarius, that are going to stress you out, and it might feel like your energy is very scattered, but I feel like all of these situations are going to teach you something so that you can get to this Fool card, so that you can kind of get ready for the changes that are coming your way so that when you eventually manifest this new opportunity or this new connection to you, you're ready for it. At the end of the year in December, you have the Five of Swords. This is, we kind of start and end the year with similar energies in 2023, Sagittarius, with this toxic devil energy and this toxic Five of Swords. And both of these are also deception cards. So I'm hearing for some of you, there is somebody very selfish in your life that you are refusing to let go of. I know that's not what a lot of you want to hear, Sagittarius, but just hear me out. You might not even know who this person is. But whoever they are holding you back from reaching your true potential, because I feel like this person is more stressed than they are worth. This might be a family member, it might be a friend, it might be a romantic connection, or possibly a past person for those of you who are still connected to an ex. But it kind of feels like A lot of your stress this year is coming from the same energy, whether it be a situation or a specific person. And that's something that you need to really focus on letting go of in 2023. Clarifying the devil is the Ten of Wands again. We have the Ten of Wands twice here from two different decks. This is why I pull from multiple decks, Sagittarius, so that we can get those signs and synchronicities. There is something you are dealing with in 2023, or possibly someone that is holding you back from reaching your true potential, okay? You are not obligated to take care of this person, especially if this is a person. I feel like in terms of finances and career, some of you could be overworking this year. Make sure that you are still making your physical, emotional, and mental health a priority so that you're not experiencing burnout. Some of you are taking on more than you can handle. In terms of a person, it is not your responsibility to change someone who does not want to change. Clarifying the Ten of Swords is the Star card. Some of you could have an Aquarius coming your way this year. But I'm seeing a light at the end of the tunnel here. No matter what this stressful situation or stressful connection with this person is, once you end this and close that door for good with this Ten of Swords, once you accept that this just wasn't meant to be, or was only meant to be for a certain amount of time and that time has run out, you'll get the reward. Okay, I'm seeing you doing a lot of healing in 2023, doing a lot of inner work with this Star card, focusing on yourself, focusing on your self care, your sense of self love, raising your standards. It feels like this Ten of Swords moment has to happen to you so that you can kind of go through an awakening. For those of you who are more artistic or creative types as well, I'm hearing that a lot of you are going to be using this Ten of Swords moment as inspiration for your work. Some of you might be finding yourselves like picking up old hobbies that you used to enjoy that you don't really do much anymore, like if you love to draw or paint or write. That's going to be something that's very therapeutic for you as you heal. Some of you, I'm hearing you're picking up journaling. And you're also kind of experiencing this moment where it feels like an aha moment with this Star card, where you're kind of reaching a place of acceptance and saying to yourself, you know what, I learned something from this situation, or this person taught me more about what I want and what I need in a relationship, so that you can raise your standards. It kind of feels like you're having that epiphany where you understand why you had to go through this so that you can learn. Clarifying the Tower is the Eight of Pentacles. For most of you, I'm feeling like this big change coming your way is in your career and finances, or possibly your home life for some of you. It might not necessarily be a bad change, okay? So just stay open minded, okay? Don't try to force control. Just let things unfold naturally as they're meant to be. For some of you, this change could be like a completely new opportunity coming your way. It might be a new idea or a new project. It might be a completely new job opportunity in general. Again, if you're thinking of moving with that Justice card, it could be buying new property, signing a new lease. I'm also hearing that this year, some of you are going to struggle to maintain concentration on tasks, especially with all of this scattered energy with this Seven of Cups here. I'm feeling like a lot of you are having trouble focusing on one thing at a time, especially if you are taking on too much at work and burning yourselves out. Try to do things one at a time. Try to set aside specific time management so that you can get things done. Clarifying the Ten of Wands is the Strength card. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. And in terms of your finances and career, again, I feel like a lot of you have a lot on your plate right now. And you might just kind of be struggling with the everyday to day obligations and responsibilities of the role or the position that you're in. This Strength card here tells me that you do have the inner strength to figure it all out and to kind of push through to the other side. If you're stuck in like a toxic work environment right now, or you're on contract in a place where you don't want to be, again, I feel like you just kind of have to push through it and search for new job opportunities where they are available. If this is a toxic connection, I feel like you do have more strength than you are giving yourself credit for. If you can have the courage to stand up to this person and tell them that this is not my baggage, I'm not going to carry you as a burden anymore, and stand up for yourself, then you can make headway in your relationships, because that's going to help you heal and that's going to help you set and keep personal boundaries. Clarifying the Five of Swords is the Four of Cups. Again, I feel like a lot of you, in terms of your career and finances, are feeling very distracted this year, especially if you have like way too many irons in the fire. Some of you need to learn to keep that inner drive, that focus, that motivation, and really focus on one thing at a time so that you can get things done. I know that's easier said than done, especially when you feel like you're being pulled in multiple directions. Some of you could be facing some sort of conflict with a coworker or potentially a manager. Don't let yourself get in over your head, okay? I'm also hearing in terms of your personal relationships, if this is a conflict with that person, this toxic energy that's been holding you back from reaching your true potential, I see like, again, I'm seeing for some of you, this could be just one person that you are continually going through the same cycle with over and over again this year. And it feels like nothing is being solved. And it's because this other person is codependent. And their addiction to you is what's holding you back. So again, they might start shit, they might start drama again because they are emotionally immature and then come back at you with another apology. But it just kind of feels like the two of you are going through the same shit over and over again all the time. And you need to seriously ask yourself if your connection with this person is worth all of the effort. Okay, Sagittarius, I feel like those were the messages that you needed to hear for the rest of the year 2023. You can comment down below or like this video to let me know if any of these messages resonate. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to never miss a tarot prediction from me. You can also click those bell notifications to make sure that you're notified every time I post another reading for you. You can follow me on all my socials if you want to. I post weekly messages on Facebook and Twitter, and I like to post cute little random pick a card readings on Instagram. So if you're interested in any of that, the links will be in the description box below, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye!